it Gamergate 2.0, call it a culture war, no matter what you want to call it, the other side wants to ruin you. They want to destroy what you stand for. They want to ruin your livelihoods. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol, and no, I'm not being hyperbolic. No, I'm not exaggerating for comedic or dramatic effect. We've got Smash JT here, who as of yesterday, who some of you probably know by this point, but I hadn't really talked about or covered it yet because frankly, I was waiting for a little bit more info. But no, here it is, Smash JT, who has been on YouTube for 7 years, who has been doing nerdy news coverage for about 7 to 8 years now, give or take, has lost his website due to Nick Calandra and all the others that have sided with the sort of Kotaku journalist style mentality. SmashJT.com and the years of work writing articles for it has been taken down by this psycho and his followers. All the work, gameplay, YouTube videos, industry discussion, gone. These people will go to any length to silence anyone who opposes their narrative. 7 years of this man's life, this man's career, just wiped from the face of the earth because he dared side with grummz, I guess. I mean, we're talking about Nick Calandra here. So first of all, here's the initial tweet that got this started off. Or not the initial one, but some more context. Nick Calandra has been added back to Kotaku Detected because for those of you that don't know, Smash JT had started a part of a website for Kotaku Detected that had listed all the members of Kotaku and their affiliates, which is completely and utterly fine considering all the information was already public. In fact, the vast majority of it was pulled off of Kotaku's website itself. Not just Kotaku's website, but also various other public websites, Twitter, LinkedIn, nothing was non-public. Basically, all the information you could find going to these alternative outlets, you could find all this information about Alyssa Mercante or Chris Kindred or anybody of that matter by visiting their own websites or by visiting whatever website they had their information on, be it Twitter, be it LinkedIn. All Smash JT decided to do was compile it into one nice little website so that everybody is aware, hey, these are the Kotaku employees and those that affiliate with them in a positive manner. That way they can make better decisions in terms of, their purchasing power or where they stand on the culture war. He basically made a greatest hits, or in this case, greatest shits album for people who don't actually like video games and treat the industry as a way to push a cultural, social, and political narrative. Well, Nicky Boy here didn't like that, so Nicky Boy was on that list. Nick Calandra was on that Kotaku Detected list, and then they took him off. And I'll explain why they took him off here in a bit, but the fact of the matter is they added him back to it, and that caused him to be pretty upsetty spaghetti and get the website taken down. He is actively attempting to sabotage the website by encouraging his followers to mass report it. Now this beta cuck right here, here's the exchange that went down. As an update, Jeff has replied to me, Jeff being thanks me for reaching out and taking me off the list. I've asked him again to please consider taking down the list entirely for everyone else's sake, as the guy that put out that hit list has a no, it's not a hit list. Quit. The fact of the matter that he wants to call this a hit list, when Alyssa Mercante decided to put me and Hypnotic and grummz and all those other people on a list the other day, you wanna know what we did? We fucking laughed about it. It's the internet. It's funny. Ha, jovial. Ain't nobody in any danger, you absolute pussy. But no, it was a hit list. What do you mean a hit list, bro? This information was all over the internet already. Like, what are you even talking about? A hit list. The only person that got a hit put out on him was grummz, and I didn't even agree with that. I thought that the hit list on grummz was comedic. I thought that grummz making a big deal of it was some pussy shit because it was just a joke. Like, you're sitting here, I'm trying to play, to play this very consistently, be on the side of like, you know what? You're calling this a hit list. There was never a hit list here. grummz claimed there was a hit put out on him, and technically there was, but again, it was more of a joke than anything. Y'all are acting like pussies, when in all reality, here's the dealio. Smash JT did literally nothing but compile a list of already public information, and you, being the absolute bitch-made soy boy that you are, went to Wix, the website hosting company, the internet hosting company that ran his website, and got that shit taken down. All because you don't like the fact that your side has been losing this culture war. Like, all because you don't like grummz even. Like, that's what it boils down to. You and grummz had this beef, and now you're willing to go after anybody that doesn't share your worldview, because you're a sick, twisted fuck who needs your narcissism validated at every waking moment. It was rightfully pointed out to me that he is refusing to take down the page, as he did not have to, because there was nothing wrong with that page. They're treating this page like it was doxing the website, you know? He's continued to add more names to it. Names that were already public, but I can only say that so many goddamn times. It needs to be taken down, so please continue reporting to Wix, as I am still waiting for their response. Oh, you soy piece of shit. But what about this? The dude's a real piece of work. He reached out to me kindly via email about how having him on the list initially was a big misunderstanding. So Nick Calandra here, this bitch-made soy boy baby back piece of fucking trash, reaches out to Smash JT and is like, hey, I know you got this list thing. I shouldn't be on it. Let me explain why. And in good fucking faith, Smash JT says, okay, fair enough. I'll take your name off it. My bad, homie. Only for him to try and mass flag and report the website anyway, despite him coming in with some fake cordiality. What a loser! I took his word and removed him. He then goes back to Twitter, tells the audience to report Kotaku detected to get taken down anyway. Now, don't get me wrong. Just so you guys know, so that I'm being fully transparent, I think Kotaku detected is retarded. I do. I don't think Kotaku detected does anything and adds to the Gamergate that stuff in any way. Sweet Baby Ink detected, it does. DEI detected, it does. It helps gamers make more informed purchases, helps you vote with your wallet in a way that allows you to potentially slowly but surely change the industry, and just know where your money is going if you want to put your money. If you want to buy the new Indiana Jones game, hey, check out DEI detected. You will know whether or not it's been, there's been any consulting companies that worked on it, and then you get to weigh the pros and cons. Do I want the game that much? Does it outweigh the fact there's this consulting company? Either way, at least now you have all the information. Kotaku detected just some petty bullshit. That's really all it is. Kotaku detected's a website that compiled some names and said, here you go. Like, it doesn't actually do anything or add anything. Kotaku detected was kind of fucking retarded, but it wasn't harming anything either. It was this dude being petty. Yeah, it was a dude being petty. After Alyssa Mercante spent the last 2 months being petty, after we've all spent the last little while being petty, arguing about fucking video games. So yes, while Kotaku detected was retarded, and I'm going to maintain that, it wasn't fucking hurting anybody, and there was no reason to take it down. I just want to get my full thoughts on there, because it is a bit complicated. But we got Hypno coming in here. Hypno said it best. Taking down your website does absolutely nothing. These people don't realize they do not control the narrative anymore. There's literally zero harassment. All the information posted was public, something they say they do all the time. You are winning. They are targeting you because they are scared of you. Keep fighting the good fight, Smash JT. That's exactly correct. They are terrified. They're doing everything they can to try and get him shut down, to try and get Hypno shut down, to try and get me shut down, Grummz, all of us that were on Alyssa Mercante's little, hit list, Alyssa Mercante's hit list makes me so scared, quavering in my boots. No, they are scared. They're scared because the narrative is changing, and that forced narrative change, it would not have happened 5 years ago. It would not have happened if if we were still under the boot of Twitter and their oppressive original regime. Nowadays, we got Twitter back, baby. We can actually have honest, free, open discourse. And it's working. It's working in our favor because people ain't getting the ban hammer brought down on them for absolutely nothing most of the time. I know that's still been kind of a problem on Twitter, but that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, 75% of the time, Twitter is not in their favor anymore. Twitter is free game. It is a flare level playing field, and they are terrified of that. So because they cannot use Twitter as their, or X, I should be saying what it is now, because they cannot use X as their home base anymore, they're going to have to go out and do other egregious acts, just things that they do not, they normally wouldn't have done because they could have used X as their stronghold. But then I got tagged in this. Me Hypnotic, Official, and Atreus got tagged in this by Dux the Monster. Let's put this on blast and we can add Smash JT to the list. Second Wind Media, which is Nick Calandra's company, they don't want your money, folks. It's written right here. I'm sure every person that leaves for every person that leaves, 5 more will magically appear. This is from Nicky Boy himself. We have Patreon subs leaving because I made it clear that if you support anything Mark Kern does, you are not a fan of Second Wind, you are not a fan of people who make games, and you are not welcome. What a narcissistic fuck! Do you really believe you can tell people who they can and can't be fans of and what that means? Like, that is so You are not the end-all be-all. You are not the arbiter of what being a fan of something is. Now, frankly, I don't know why anybody would want to be a fan of Second Wind if it's ran by a complete piece of trash like you, an asshole scum of the earth that needs to take a toaster bath. Allegedly in Minecraft, not really, it's just a fun thing to say. Either way, my point is, Nikki Calandra here, absolute loser, trying to tell people that if you support anything Mark Kern does, Mark Kern drinks water. I support that. I support the act of drinking water. Staying hydrated is good. Whatever, you support something Mark Kern does. You can't be a fan of Second Wind, you dumb shit. Oh well, you don't like Marky Mark. Don't give a fuck. Why does that mean you get to be the arbiter? You controlling narcissist. You get to be the arbiter of what people get to be a fan of. But oh yeah, let's not forget the list. That terrible, terrible list that he put out. Kotaku did the same thing. Kotaku put out a list of all their employees. How dare they? How goddamn dare Kotaku put out a list of all their employees? It's almost like it's not actually harassment. It's something completely and utterly normal. But hey, what do I know? This Gamergate culture war stuff is getting absolutely out of hand. Don't get me wrong. When it's about stuff that matters, when it's about video games, when it's about video games being infested by political and social messages that are going to infiltrate the minds and spread the woke mind virus of the children or the people out there, even adults who don't know any better, who think they're just being virtuistic, they think they're being altruistic. Hey, it's just a little bit here, just a little bit there. They don't understand the slippery slope argument. Okay, yeah, that stuff is bad, but now we have a man's livelihood being attacked simply because of where he stands politically, not because of anything actionable he did, not because of anything wrong he did, factually speaking, and that is disgusting. So we need to put a stop to this. We need to get this message out there. I know I'm not going to be the only person to cover it. In fact, I know plenty of other people have covered it before I even made this video. I was a little late to the party on this one just because I didn't know what angle I wanted to attack it at. Like, there's so many, this made me feel so many different ways and things. Part of me thought, this is funny, this means you're winning. Part of me thought, this makes me angry because a man's livelihood has just been destroyed. 7 years of hard work all down the I mean, basically, you just decided, you know what, fuck it, let's go in off the cuff, let's look at these tweets, decide for myself, and I got progressively angrier as this went on, because, look, Smash 18 and I, we've had a couple conversations. He's a relatively nice guy. I can't say that I know the dude. I'm not in here defending him because, oh, he's my buddy, he's an anti-woke warrior, let's defend him. No, nothing like that. I'm defending him despite the fact that I barely know him because I can look at this situation objectively and think this is wrong, and I'm going to defend the person that was wronged because that's how the world should work. But clearly that's not how it works for Chris Calandra, Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku, and all the rest. So if you agree with me, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, check me out. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day, not always about Gamergate 2 sort of oriented stuff, but anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos for me to react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course, get down with the discourse and become a vital idol. It is a growing, beautiful, vibrant community with over 70 individuals where we don't care about diversity except diversity of thought. So if that's something you want to get interested in, join the Discord, become a member, and hey, until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.